Morning. It says 0 people. I see lots of people. How is everyone this morning? No, I am excited to do this giveaway, and I got one of the Clyde's garden planters right here. I picked up some of these beautiful seeds. They're burpee Fort Hook Farm seeds. Picked up a handful of those to go in the giveaway, as well as y'all are going to get some other things that I've made. Good morning, Auntie Ann. It looks like I got Lori from LG Homestead, Kelly, Roost and Rescue, Stuart's Prepping, Roberta. Who else do I got in here? I guess that's about it. I saw another name, but I don't see it now. Linda Portman. There we go. I just skipped over it. Well, I will be short today. I have extras. Wyatt had a friend stay the night, and Hastings in a bad mood. So, yeah. Who knows? Who knows? Come here. Quit fussing. No, don't fuss. You want to say hi? Oh, see, I told you. He's in a bad mood. Got Jason from Illinois Canero. And yeah. Hastings watching YouTube. Put it down, baby. They don't want to watch your YouTube. Morning, Bruce. Yes, that boo-boo face kicks my butt. He is, here, I'll scoot down a little bit. He's extra fussy today. I don't know why. Before we do giveaways and things, I want to ask questions. We'll talk about some gardening stuff. What was it? Thursday or Friday night, I sat down on the floor. I'd gotten done making a bunch of things for a farmer's market Saturday at Beeline Feed and Supply, which is owned by Chrissy of Paragon Ridge Ranch. And I'd gotten done quite a bit of stuff. So I sat down in the kitchen floor and I started a few of everything that I needed to start. Tomatoes, peppers, some flowers. And it was good. It was like therapy. I got to have my hands in the dirt after getting 10 kids. It really doesn't faze me that much, but I'm like, oh, he's a ham. Oh, he's a ham. I do have, let me pull it back up. I have the comment picker thing already pulled up. And I have something cool to tell you guys. Okay, so yesterday was Sunday, of course, and we were on our way back home. On my driveway, like right before you turn into my driveway on my road, there's 2 stumps, and there's a whole bunch of purple dead nettle. And I really like purple dead nettle. I eat it. It's like a snack for me. But while I was picking some to feed to the rabbits, because you can feed it to rabbits that aren't pregnant. So I give them, like, all my breeders got a little handful, but my growers got a whole bunch. They love it. And it's good for them. So while I was picking that, I noticed a little friend. It was a honeybee, and I didn't have my phone. I left my phone in the truck. He was getting in the little flowers. He had his little red breeches on, and he had a red streak like up his head. It was so cute. And I wish I had a phone to take a picture, but I didn't. It was in the truck, and Matt had done drove off and left me. Hazards of having a husband who doesn't understand, I guess. But it's all right. Are you making faces? All right. So, flowers are important because they bring in the pollinators. Yes. I will have an area in my garden that will have perennials, bulbs and things, and that's where my bathtub is going to go. So there's water. Also, I want to have some water lilies in it. That's how I've been with all of my in-ground stuff. I cannot plant any of my lettuces or bok choy or the stuff that I direct sow because it keeps raining. Yes, he does know he's adorable. Bug repellers. I don't start marigolds in pots. I scatter those randomly through my garden and they just pop up. Hopefully I don't pick it thinking it's weed. Normally I don't, but it's always possible. That's awesome. We don't have any dandelions yet here, but I've seen a handful of bees, just not very many yet. That's me. My phone, I just left it in the truck and hopped out. I left it in the truck. I was just going to grab a few handfuls of that purple dead nettle, and then I saw, okay, don't show them your tablet. They don't need it. Yeah, it is actually good for them. I was told not to give it to pregnant rabbits, but that it's totally fine for ones that, like my butts and my growers. I sold a bunch of stuff. I actually took 7 pullets from my Americanas that I had hatched, and they're 10 weeks old now. I sold all of them. I sold a couple of rabbits, not very many. I gave a lot of cards away. I don't know if I got one up here or not. I don't think I do. I have some business cards. Hasten. Calm down. I have business cards. It's got my information for the YouTube and stuff on one side. On the back side, it has my phone number and my shop information from Etsy. And I told them, I said, just send me a text message if you want to know about rabbits, or whenever you're finally in a place where you can get rabbits. A lot of people didn't have any. That was the biggest thing I heard was, well, I don't really have a cage, but I would love some. Yes. 3-year-olds blowing raspberries. He is a ham. He's a ham. See, I do a lot of that also. I love to plant marigolds though, because literally they can grow in rocks. Just drop seeds and they'll pop up in the rocks. So they do really good. I have my Easter lilies are popping up. I have 3 or 4 different varieties, Jonicles or Easter lilies or whatever you want to call them. I've got the tiny yellow ones. I have some big ones that have white petals and then a yellow center. And then I've got some that's got white petals and a peach center. And those ones Matt found, he actually dug them up at an old home place. They've been there. All of them I've never bought any. I've never bought any. We've dug them up at old home places, got permission, or they've been dug up here on our property. It's kind of cool. And they pop up every year without fail. I think not this year, but next year I'll get to thin the peach colored ones to give away. Yes, our wild blackberries are, I see that, they're starting to pop up and get real green. I'll have to trim a bunch of them back this year because they got kind of wild. And marigolds are so easy. That's the best part about them. They're so easy to, you just throw seeds out. I gave
Mommy, they're blue ones.
Blue ones what?
That my race car.
Your what?
My race car.
Your race car?
Yeah.
I'm not putting a blue race car on the computer right now.
My got blue race car. Like that.
It's like baby calves being born, baby goats. It's all fresh and new and pretty. I would like to do mint, but I'm going to do mint in a container, and it's going to do good. Yes. I did pick up some ducks for a friend and a couple of chicks, but I had the 10-week-old pullets, and I like selling them a little bit older than most people do because I want to see what colors that they produce. Because my Americana flock is a bunch of different colors, and I ended up keeping one pullet unintentionally. I didn't see her, I guess, in the pen, but they sold. I'm officially out of the mini goat business. I sold my last two. I sold mama goat, baby goat, my last two small goats also Saturday. And they went to a home where they're going to get to have their babies. And they'll have a Nigerian dwarf boyfriend and some really nice people. I do know that the elm trees are starting to get little leaves on them. Yeah. I think marigolds are pretty. They smell bad, but they're pretty. I want to grow the great big ones, the big round ones that look like a softball. I want to grow them. I want to grow. I've got some metal containers that I found on our property. So they're they've been here forever. And the bottom is rusted out. And I'm going to stack those and fill them with dirt and compost beside my bathtub. That way I can plant things. I have some bulbs already started, some tulips and some crocus. What was the other one I had? I think I did buy daffodils. I bought frilled daffodils. They have like a double frilly center. Super cute. I'm going to plant those in there. I think I just swallowed some of Hasten's hair. That was awful. Score. I would love to do that. My neighbors have like their whole, where we live at, like there's not very many people now, but it used to be a community. There used to be like a cavalry barn on the property that's catty corner from us. There's an old livery barn. It's still up. Foundations everywhere. And I can take you to where 3 water wells are on our property that's got cement caps over the top of them now. And it's really cool. I like it. You walk through the woods and you find that old V-wire mesh. And one of these days I'm going to pull some up, and that's what I'm going to use to trellis my peas and beans on. Oh, you're fine, Lori. You're fine. I know you're at work. Yes. Mint is like something very contagious, and it just spreads and spreads. My ducks ate some, or not my ducks, my geese ate some of the green tops because they got in the garden somehow. I started all of them in little pots, and I did buy some more actually. I got some, what is it? Ranunculus, I think. I got a bunch of neat ones that are perennials that I'm going to plant. Purple weeds. Purple weeds are good for the pollinators, though.
Tiger.
And tiger. We haven't seen tiger since yesterday. Marigolds are kind of
eaten.
No, he didn't get eaten. Marigolds are they're good for they're good for pollinators, but they also, the smell of them helps repel things like they're supposed to be good for like aphids and things. I've not seen any improvement on my aphids, but I think it's just because I got tons of ants. Where we live at, there's always a bunch of ants. It's the kind of dirt we have and everything. But they're really easy to take care of. They get big and bushy, and so they kind of, you can plant them at the base of things, and they keep a lot of things out. And they also block a lot of grass from growing because they're big and bushy. But once you're like, I plant them in my tomatoes, and I had almost no pest issues this year in tomatoes, which is almost unheard of for me. And this is the first year I planted them pretty heavy in my tomatoes. And I think I'm going to try them probably in the squash this year too, because I had a lot of issues with squash bugs. Yes, they are super easy. I think I tried to start some. I've never started nasturtiums in the house. And last year I accidentally plucked them up where I had direct sowed them. So I decided to start some in the house. I want to see if they do good. Yeah. Thumbs up, everybody. Thumbs up. Yeah. It's like everybody always brought them from wherever they lived, their old home place. It's like we have cherry trees on our property, and they're not very big cherries. I think they're mostly native, but for them to have survived this long, cherry trees only have about like a 30-year lifespan, I believe. For them to have survived this long, they've had to reseed from other cherries. So probably had a lot of not native ones as well as native ones, because there's trees that's got different sizes and things. It's the same thing. We have native persimmons, and then there's some trees that you'll find, and they've got huge persimmons. And those are not native persimmons for our area. Yep. And they attract the good bugs. And aren't nasturtiums edible, I believe? I'm really big on edible flowers and things. That's how, like, we have clay and ants. Like, that's all we got. That's it. Where my garden sits was a mud hole. There was never had grass there the whole time we lived here. And so I put the garden there, and grass starts popping up, of course. Yeah, marigold is also edible. I need to talk to you about some of that. And Saturday, I bought a couple of muffins off of a little girl. She's super sweet. She kept coming by wanting to pet the rabbits. And she said that she's going to bring me some muffins. She was selling muffins. So I bought a couple muffins, and they gave me a little daub of homemade butter that had dandelion in it, and it smells heavenly. It smells amazing. So let's see. Through a few different wildflower mixes and had a massive flower garden. We had moonflowers too. Moonflowers are amazing for nighttime pollinators, like moths and things. And they stink though. Gosh, they stink. Hello, Emma. Oh, there we go. See, I did plant them again. I don't know how to do it. So I don't know. We'll have to figure out this button bush because it's supposed to be pretty. And I know people say heirloom, but this is a heritage variety. This stuff, like the button bush, a lot of the seeds I gave Bruce, we did some trading. The seeds that I sent Bruce were, other than the noodle beans, were Cherokee Native American heritage plants. My family, I'm Choctaw, Native American. We're from here, but Choctaws were originally from like Georgia, North Florida area. And then Matt is Chickasaw and Cherokee, and they're from a little further north, like the Carolinas and up into Virginia and these are why I say heritage instead of heirloom, is because these exact plants have been brought over from our native lands to where we're at now on like the Trail of Tears with the Native American Removal Act. It's pretty cool to think about that, they made this long trip in somebody's pocket probably. And I would really like to keep stuff like that going. That's why I like to share them. See there? We'll ask Kelly. Kelly is the resident idea lady. She makes all kinds of unique things from her garden. Here, let's sit right here because my pants are still damp from going outside and doing chores. It is raining. Still raining.
That dog on it at the woods.
Yeah.
That my head.
That's awesome. I wish I would have thought to do that with my I bought 2 rosebuds, dwarf redbud trees, as well as a couple of other and a few rose bushes and things. But I just pitched them. I didn't worry about it. Matt wants a redbud tree in front of our house, which I do too. I think they're beautiful. And redbud, you can use redbuds. I think their flowers are edible too, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to look into that. I'm gonna write it down. I have a notebook today. Now, if I show y'all what I wrote, don't make fun of it because I'm writing fast. Oh, I have some cute pins. I bought these at a swap. Cactus pins. They kind of fit my personality. They write really good too. And they were only $1. I love $1 things. Everything that's $1. Emma, did you go comment on my original video about the contest? Because you are more than welcome to go comment, and then I can have you in our giveaway. You have to be careful. Yeah, you have to be careful with that forsythia. My mom has a forsythia at her house, and she chops it off to the ground every year, and it gets taller than I am, and I'm 5'9", so it gets taller than I am, and gets 6 to 10 feet wide every year. They can cross out, but that's why if you keep at least 10 feet between them and another bean variety, you're golden. That's what I did. I grew noodle beans and I grew my Trail of Tears beans, and I grew them on opposite sides of the garden over 10 feet apart so they didn't cross-pollinate. But I have been told that 5 feet works too, but that's what Cherokee Nation suggested whenever I got the seeds, to keep 10 feet between them so that they don't cross-pollinate. Whereas I got flour corn, FLOUR corn, so you can grind it for flour. It's beautiful, and but it doesn't do well. The type of corn that's grown around us is a lot of commercial corn, and it can pollinate for up to 600 yards. 600 yards. So I don't know how they, and because you eat the corn itself, I did it with, I tried it with flour corn, and it didn't turn out very good. It just was weird. And what was it? I did some astronomy domine corn, which is a sweet corn, and it's beautiful colors. It's speckled and stuff. And it also cross-pollinated with the field corn the next year. So it was it felt like eating wet chalk, if that makes sense. That's 2 of my favorites. I do have some nasturtium seeds. I'm going to try and direct sow them. Hopefully this week we'll have enough break in the rain, because it's just going to wash my seeds away if I don't. Do you want to go sit down in the front room, baby? Huh? Go sit down in the front room. Thank you. Not very often I meet somebody who's also Choctaw. That's kind of neat. I live in Cherokee Nation, so most everybody up here is Cherokee. And I have a good friend who is Chickasaw, so it's pretty neat. I'll write forsythia down on here, as I'm making a list of things. Told y'all don't look. I was writing one-handed, and my notebook was going everywhere. I had to look to make sure I knew how to spell it. Hang on. My dogs are running. Oh, they're playing. I have several dogs loose in the yard right now. Cletus is the black-mouthed cur, and Odie, Hastings' little beagle dog, loose. And they just streaked by, and I was like, what are they, like, chasing each other? Make sure they didn't have something. I was like, these are, I love it. Let me get the other ones. I'll show you. I think I'm going to try and order some for the next time I do a yard sale, or not a yard sale, there are 3 different colors, like the greens are all different. And then they have different colored flowers on them. I thought they were cute. I will, I think I'm going to order a bunch for the next time I do a farmer's market. So then I have little easy things. Because I paid $1 a piece for these, and they're well worth it. They write really nice. Talking about cross-pollination, I think is what you're meaning. Beans, different bean varieties can cross-pollinate. And there's also multiple varieties. There's pole, winged runner, climbing beans. There's all kinds of beans. Wyatt, will you get him something to drink, please?
I need some to eat.
Oh, you want something to eat? Ask Bubba to help you. He just wants something to eat. He'll tell you if you go in there. A hot dog. He wants a hot dog. Yeah, here's the giveaway video, guys. If you haven't entered the contest, you still have time because I haven't done a drawing yet. Dogs are still running around out there like, yes. My dad enjoyed mowing over small bushes. They just go everywhere. I like forsythia because it's very hardy, but at the same time, they can take over a spot if you don't keep them pruned. But kind of why I don't have any. Yeah, you can get these little mesh bags. They're little mesh bags, and you can pollinate yourself over the little ears. Kind of like self-pollinating, or manually pollinating, I guess I should say, tomatoes and things. That's why I don't save a lot of seeds for my tomatoes, because I do like a good variety. I'll buy seeds. No, it's not totally great, but okay. So no bees. I wonder why. Oh, by the way, Bruce here got his first swarm the other day. That was pretty exciting. I was excited for you, Bruce. Okay. My mom had a lilac for years, and I know you can use those flowers for things. I need to add that to my list of things to write down that I might need. 2 hot dogs. They'll be in the mail, and you'll get them in the mail in about 5 days with the state of the mail. Thank you. I live on the southernmost part of Cherokee Nation. I live about 30 miles from Choctaw Nation border, and it's pretty awesome right here. You go north and there's rocks and mountainous areas, and then you go south and it's flat. It's pretty flat. And then you find mountains again. But I've not traveled a whole lot in the southern part of Oklahoma, mostly in the northeast and northwest parts. But I love it here. Like, we lived in Colorado. Don't get me wrong. Colorado is a beautiful place, but we moved home. And I do miss Colorado a lot. That is my problem too. if it wasn't so wet, I might do a lot of things outside. I need to clean my rabbit barn. That's a big one. Matt walked in there. He's like, it stinks. It's like, I don't even smell it. It's rabbit poop doesn't stink. The pee, they smell, but they don't smell anywhere near as bad as the chickens. I can tell you that for sure. You are not too late. If you've commented on my previous video, and I'll do toward the end of this is when I'm going to do the giveaways. You can comment on that video up until I do the drawings, because once I have the drawing loaded in this thing, comment picker, we will I'll hit go, and that will populate all of the unique comments, and then I'll do the giveaway. Oh, turd. I was excited. It's like, there's bees. Okay, we're not friends with Bruce right now. He tricked us. No, I was getting excited. Here, bees should be starting to swarm because it's getting warm and staying pretty consistently warm. So, pretty exciting. So, if you don't know what my giveaway is, a couple weeks ago, I dropped. A couple weeks ago I went to the Okie Homesteading Expo, and I only spent a little while in the morning. Yes, that's all around us is chicken houses, and I can talk on that just a little bit here in just a minute. So I went to the Okie Homesteading Expo, and I met Clyde. Clyde is the creator of Clyde's Garden Planner, and he graciously gifted me several, and I bought some more for more giveaways, and I was able to give one to Lori at LG Homestead and also Cassie at Walker Farm Fam. So I was really excited to get to give some to homesteaders that are on YouTube, as well as give some away on here for some people who might not be able to go and get these things. He does sell them, and after this video is up and processed and everything, because it takes a little bit after I end the live, I will include his information so you can buy one yourself. In my giveaway video, I had a little over a minute clip of Clyde telling me how to use it. And I've got 2 of these to give away today. I actually, see, look, Emma has one. I bought the Roots and Refuge version several years ago, and it is on its last leg, let's be honest, but it still works, still pertinent information. There's 2 sides to it. One side's spring, one side's fall. He has tells you how to use it, and it's really simple because you slide the red line across to where your last frost date, which for me is about the middle of April. So then it tells you when you can start seeds indoors and when your first outdoor planting is, when you can expect a harvest. It'll even go into detail on how many, approximate produce yield per 10-foot, 12-inch wide row. It tells you companion plants for those, ones that naturally can be planted together to help nourish each other's roots, because like beans are nitrogen fixers, where you can plant those with things like, I believe squash uses a lot of nitrogen. So just 2 different things. And then on this side, it'll tell you what kind of sun they like, how the sizes, just all kinds of information on it. Distance of rows, distance between plants, lots of good information. It also includes instructions on how to use it, but he does have a 4-minute video going into really good detail on this, and I did watch that before I ever bought one. And on the back side, it has national average frost dates by state and city on the back of this for the United States. So say someone lives in, it has some Canadian dates also. Let's see, Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, Canada. The 20th of May is their last frost in the spring, and 18th of September is their approximate first frost. things like that. Or my area, the closest big city for me would be Tulsa, Oklahoma, and it says the first frost date would be April and the last would be the 5th of November. But because of our geographic line, we would go with our, is it longitudinal line, we would go with Oklahoma City because we are on the same longitudinal line. And it is 20th of April to the 30th of October. And that's actually really accurate right there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I feel like I talked a whole lot right then. Kind of did. So I will include a Clyde's Garden Planner in my giveaway. I have bought some of these beautiful burpee Ford Hook Farm seeds. And the packages are beautiful. Some of my favorites. And there's some marigolds, things like that. There's all kinds. Some of them we've talked about. Lori said they're using the chart. I'm glad. I'm behind on starting seeds, but I'm okay with that because last year we had a freeze at the beginning of May when I would normally be planting stuff. So there's that. Yes, the companion planting thingy comes really in handy because it tells you what you can plant and what you can't plant. Or what doesn't do as good together, I guess. Well, let's do an example. Let me pull this back out. I threw the seeds in the... Okay, so for instance, onions do good with beets, carrots, lettuce, spinach, and tomatoes. Then we'll go down to tomatoes, carrots, cucumbers, onions, and peas. It's just really neat. It tells you things. Peppers do good with bush beans, carrots, onions, and okra. Onions can go just about with everything. Just saying. I hope you don't give up because I've had the hardest time getting things like that, getting gardening going until I started getting the little tips and tricks from other people, asking lots of questions, talking to my ag extension office, and learning a lot of new things, which I grew up with a garden. My family had kind of a pastured pork farm. I showed pigs, so we had pigs always. And 9 times out of 10, when we were done with the show season, they got put on a pretty natural diet, and we went with it from there. We ate them, and we used them to turn over our garden and to fertilize. That our dirt, like my parents, where they lived at, was all sandstone and red dirt, not really clay, but really sandy, loamy stuff. And the place where the garden was, we would put pigs in when we would wean piglets. And sometimes the sow would go in there too. It just depends. That dirt is black. Black, it holds moisture amazing, and it's beautiful. Has the biggest worms I've ever seen in Oklahoma live in that dirt. So don't give up. There is always a way. And you just get better the more you try. I'm going to write that down. Johnny's seed starting calculator. I need to do that. Also, I did see it, but I haven't used it yet. Or somebody suggested it to me, I think. Okay, yeah, don't give up. You learn something new every time. You got to have your extras. I always I like to start in old 6-pack containers, and I have some that are several years old now. And as long as you don't leave them out in the sunshine, they last a long time. But I always plant 4 seeds in each one because whenever I go to up pot, I'll just divide those into 4. Oh, you didn't interrupt. I saw it ding. You're fine. Hi, Selena. Selena is my friend that lives about 4 miles from me. And Frank is her goat. And I haven't showed them yet, Selena. I have not showed them yet. Selena is a kindred with all of us, I think, because She has over 1,000 strawberry plants, and her garden is going to be in the shape of Oklahoma this year. I am really excited. See, I had a lot of issues with weather too. Kind of sucks. Yes. YouTube has a wealth of knowledge, and a lot of people don't think about that. They don't think about the huge variety of information that you can gain from other people in other places, because sometimes their tricks to get things started might not exactly work for you, but it will help. You can learn tons of new things. Oh, Bruce is leaving us. I guess we can be friends again, Bruce. Oh man, I was just joking a while ago anyway. All right, I'll see you later, Roberta. As long as you commented on the previous video, then you'll be able to be in the contest. So, oh, here we go. Looking for worms there. Now, the one worm, the one worm I don't want is that hammerhead worm. That thing scares the crap out of me. But it's okay. That's me right there. I have started so many seeds that just died. Like, I have no explanation for it. They died. See, there you go. Selena, meet Emma, Sunny's place. Emma, meet Selena, meet friends. And Emma has a ton of stuff going on at her place. You might really enjoy it, actually. I know I enjoy watching her videos. I'm terrible at commenting, so nobody ever knows it's me. The Murad Garden, Myriad, is that what it is? Garden in Oklahoma City has a corpse flower blooming today. And it only blooms every 7 years. I did see that on Facebook, I think. Somebody had posted about it. It was pretty cool. My first garden here I did on YouTube, and I started out with 8 molasses tubs, like the big cattle lick tubs. That's all I had. And now I've got quite a bit more space. But eventually, where my pigs are, which is right over there, whenever I get a water faucet over there, I'll be moving to an in-ground garden there, as well as I think I want to do bushes and perennials and fruit in the garden on this side of the house. See, that's me. I watch you. Oh, there we go. I about put you in timeout. I'm sorry. I don't get to comment because I don't think about it. It's on my TV. I'd rather watch it on my TV, honestly, because it's bigger. It sounds better, especially after I drop my broken egg on my phone. I did clean it good. I called a phone repair place and they told me how to clean it because they couldn't get me in for a while. And I cleaned it out pretty good. It sounds way better than it did. See, that's me. I'll be doing other things. Folding laundry, dishes, cooking, cleaning, making stuff. And I'll just walk off and leave it. Now, Selena, last week she called me. She had a little cold baby and didn't know if she was going to make it or not. And I went and got her. And now she lives in my bathroom and she yells at me all the time. That's what I was talking about. Just started to talk about her. Let me go get her. She was yelling a minute ago. She's not hungry. It's not time for her baba yet, but she was yelling at me. Hello. Hello, little darling. This is Zarina. And she's a Nuboki, Nubian Kiko boar. And she's super sweet. And I named her Zarina because her mom's name's Princess. And if you look up like female royalty names, Russia, which I'm not siding with Russia on this at all. Tsarina, Tsrinia, is the Russian female ruler. So I now have Tsarina, which I'm spelling hers with a Z. And you got poopy on your feet. So she is beautiful. Look at these colors. Yeah, Tsarina sounds like Selena. I know. That also works too, because Selena is where she came from. So this is my baby. I put a collar on her Saturday so that I could hear her coming, or when she was running off. She was following all kinds of people. I could have sold her like 8 times over on Saturday. She's not for sale. She's a baby. So yeah, not even a week old yet. And already the boss. Is she the boss, Haston? He said no. She is the boss. She's got dirty feet. I'm going to put her back in her box.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. Let me through. You turkey. You're dirty.
Hey, what's in my mind?
Yes, we created a monster whenever it came to Paisley. Paisley, her mama rejected her. She was cold. Her mama wasn't feeding her, and I went to Selena's house and was helping her, and because all of her goats pretty much kid within like the same 3 weeks. That is funny. That you're fine. You're fine, Lori. So she has 2 namesakes, her mom and her other mom, Selena and Princess. She is a nuisance. You hear her? She'll do it again. She's so bossy. Yes. Well, you have a house full. I have a house full. I hatched some ducks for Selena. I accidentally killed them. And so I bought some more at the farmer's market, and they smell awful, by the way. They're in my living room. They stink so bad, but they won't be here very long. I hope, Selena. Yeah, that's what she does. That's what Matt, he's like, your kid's hollering at you. I would have just let her loose, but she had poop on her feet, and I gotta wash her feet again. She had to get a bath yesterday. She had poop all up her side from laying in it. Kids. Literally kids. So I'm going to do my first of the 2 giveaways in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So, is there anything else? Yeah, you need your incubator back. I wish I had, I actually found a new styrofoam box. If I could just find the bottom for my incubator, because that's the only thing that the dog ate was the bottom of the incubator. He left the top alone. So if I can find another bottom for it, that'd be even better. But I may just order a new styrofoam case and transfer everything over. And then that holds about 50 eggs or so without a turner. And I don't like using a turner. I'm not used to one, I guess. Yes, and they're loud and obnoxious, but they're cute. So they sell good. Yeah, see, we built the barn. I make my brooder boxes out of storage totes, but I didn't have the ability I didn't want to cut this one lid because I have her in one and the ducks in another storage tote where I had drilled holes in it. Nice big holes for air so I can transport I burped. So I can transfer my rabbits or transport my rabbits whenever I go to the farmer's market. I got 2 boxes for that because I got 2 breeds. That is great news, Linda. You're almost off dialysis. My father-in-law he does dialysis, and I think he'll be on it for quite some time, but it's really good to hear that you're almost off. That's Wonderful news. They are cute when they first hatch. I bought 2 khaki Campbells and a runner duck. And I only bought the runner duck because he looks like Kevin off of the movie Up. Like he sits upright and how he runs. So his name's Kevin. I'm sorry, Selena. I named your duck. Your kids would think that was so funny, though. Hello, Michael. I'm actually about to do a giveaway, and if you haven't commented on my previous video, Auntie Anne has linked it a few times. If you'll go comment really fast, I will get you in the drawing, and then you can you'll be in the drawing for the giveaway. I have a Clyde's garden planner. I have 2 to give away. I have some seeds. I bought some of these beautiful Ford Hook Farm seeds by Burpee. Oh, for the day. 14 years and counting. Yeah, that sucks. But at least you're almost done today. So then you can go about whatever you want to do. What, baby? What are you wanting? What? Monster Jam tracks?
No.
What do you want? You want Blippy?
Yeah.
There you go. Sorry. So if you'll go, Auntie Anne, she's right here. Oh, okay. Sleep. Yeah. A nap would be good. This rainy day makes me want to nap really bad. But I've got seeds. I'm going to do some freshies and maybe some other stuff that I am making. It looks like that's cute. So Selena will have them at her house because they smell terrible. And she's getting my 2 baby geese that I have in the barn also because I don't want any more geese. And my goose that was sitting on eggs, I guess that's another thing. She abandoned her nest. So I put them in the incubator. I think that they're not viable. I set them in the incubator 2 days ago. So, and I've candled them. There's no movement. I'm pretty sure they're dead at this point. But that's okay. It's okay. I don't mind it. All right. So I'm getting comments right now. And we'll do the runner-up first. So second place for these 19 unique comments. And I'm going to hit start. And we get Yogi Hollow Farm. And she's not in here. So Lisa. She wins the second place prize, which will have a Clyde's garden planner and a few things. But first place, I'm going to really pack that box for y'all. So you have a good day, Emma. Good day. I'll see you. All right. So if you're in, let's see. Michael, you're fine. Nobody minds. Michael had a really cool video, and I still think about it often. And it was a video about saffron. I didn't know where saffron came from, and it's the one that sticks in my head. It was really a neat video. If y'all want to check out Michael Sherman Gardening, Woodworking, and More. Yes, I will write on there real big for Lisa. Okay, I'll put on there. She's the one that comments on everything. Lisa's so sweet. But yeah, he had a video about saffron, and I didn't know where it came from. So I just happened to like, wow, it's one of those things. So in these Ford Hook Farm seeds, not only are the packages just absolutely stunning, they actually had a good amount of seeds in them for what they were. And they're not the most expensive seeds by any means. But I thought the packaging was so pretty that I bought more for my giveaway instead of ordering seeds. I know it's not exactly the same, but I will include a couple of seeds from some stuff that I do love. Like I have Micro Tom tomato seeds, and I'm going to throw a couple of them in with my grand prize. They only get about 8 inches tall at the most. This package I think is all empty. I set it up here so I can remember it. As well as some of my heritage seeds from Cherokee Nation, because I really want to share with you guys what the good things that are native to our area or semi-native to our area and things that are part of my heritage. So I'm going to go ahead. Where are we at? 5 more minutes. So I'm going to go pick another winner. And who do we got? Stuart's Prepping. And I believe he was in here earlier. So there's my 2 winners. Stuart's Prepping. And I'll try and pull them up on YouTube, see if they've got an email, send an email to get their address. If anyone would like a sticker that is in here today, if you want to send me an email, I will send you a Lazy C Homestead sticker just for participating and having fun. Yeah, there's Stuart's Prepping right there. And you get the Clyde's Garden Planner and some seeds and some neat stuff. So, and like I said, anybody who wants a sticker that's in here right now, I will mail y'all a Lazy C Homestead sticker. And probably a little note. Just send me an email to Lazy C Homestead. I'll type it in here. And put in the title, "Hey, sticker me," just like Christian Rescue. Now, like I said, I will have a link in the comment or in the description of this. So if anybody wants to purchase a Clyde's Garden Planner, you're more than welcome to. Clyde is a great person, and he does a lot for us homesteaders and things. And, you know, it's kind of nice to support somebody who supports us. So, yeah, just send me an email to lazychomestead@gmail.com and include your address, please. And I'll throw a sticker in the mail for you. Thank you guys for participating. It's a lot of fun. I do enjoy this. I wish I'd had time to have a video out in between. I think I stacked myself a little too much for the last couple weeks between wanting to do this giveaway, and then I prepped so much stuff for that farmer's market at Chrissy's store, Beeline Feed Supply and Mounds. You better send me a sticker me email. I got a message. I already got a message. Yes, it's very easy for me to get behind. My barn, plus with the rain and things, which I can show y'all. I've got stuff right here. I made purses. I made a lot of bags. So they're feed sack purses, which Kelly Roost and Rescue, she has made them before. And there's a pocket on the inside. Yeah. I made that one. I made Hastings checking on the baby. There's a chicken one. And I thought it would sell, but it did not. And this is vintage fabric. All the fabric is usually found secondhand if I can. If not, I try to find things that match pretty well. This one has actually 2 pockets on the inside. I don't know if you can see it. It has 2 pockets. It has a skinny tall pocket and then a wider pocket. But this bag, and you can actually, this bag is one from Chrissy's. Yes, they would look awesome on you, Jason. Thank you, Auntie Anne. I feel like I put a lot of prep work into this. I didn't have a whole lot going for me, I guess, really with it. I didn't sell a whole bunch, but I did have a good time, and it kind of helped me gauge a little bit what people might like versus what I didn't bring and what I could have brought. I did shopping totes. They're bigger. I'll have them. I'm going to post all of these, hopefully, if I can get to it. I have a mountain of laundry to fold, and I'm doing that before I do anything else. But get all these posted on my Etsy store. This fabric was really neat. It was actually an old bed sheet that I bought, and it's really neat. Lots of pretty muted pinks and browns and oranges. I think it looked really good with this dog's face because he's really bright and vibrant, so I didn't want something that was going to just overtake him. I had lots of freshies, so I'll have see, that's me. I didn't know whether they would like the livestock, the freshies, what scents I sold, and I did write down what scents I sold best or what people gave me the most feedback on. And that's my issue. Freshies are car air fresheners. I'll show you one real fast. Or three. I have okay. I should be in it. I don't think we have anything going on, especially with the rain. We shouldn't have anything going on this evening. I wrote it on my list. So it's kind of hard to see this one. He's white. It's a Brahma bull. And then I have a steer head. I glittered this one. Some of them I don't. Some of them I just paint. And I have a pig, a show pig. These are new ones that I did. I actually, let me see if I can find it. There we go. I got this mold in Friday. And so I'll have a little more detail. It's kind of raised on the inside. So then it gives me area to paint or glitter. I'm so excited. This thing is huge, guys. It is huge. And I don't charge a whole heck of a lot for them. I charge what it costs to produce it plus a little bit for my time. But these, I'm switching mostly to these silicone molds. I love these. I have some plain ones. I have some pretty ones. This one will be a pretty one, I think. I'm pretty excited. See, that's awesome. If anybody, LG Homestead has a live at 6 p.m. on Mondays, every Monday. And a company she did a Grow Light review on is giving away a 6-pack of Grow Light bulbs on her live tonight. So she's going to do a drawing. She'll send your information. You'll email them. Email Lori your information. She'll forward it over to them. And you can win a 6-pack of Grow Lights. That would be awesome. I think I would really like that. So we're at 3 minutes past the hour. And as much fun as I'm having, I've got a baby to feed. So thank you guys for participating. Like I said, send me an email. I'll send you with your mailing address. And I will send you a sticker. See, these ones I can't use for acrylics because they don't leave a shiny finish. They make it's a matte finish. But I'll have some information on that too. Soon I'll have hopefully some new things I've saved. And I think I'm going to start making a few things out of resin and acrylic. So y'all all have a great day. It was a fun morning. And I really appreciate it. Y'all all being here. Y'all have a wonderful day. Love y'all. Bye. See you soon.